So the book is going well, but when you was writing the book, you went through something. Talk about that.
Yeah, so last year, what is it, 2017, so I got diagnosed with cancer last year. And so I had a form of cancer called lymphoma. And so when I got diagnosed with it, the first thing that came to my mind, of course, was fear, because I had buried my father a couple of years ago to cancer. And so the first thing that came to my mind is like, oh my God, I got cancer. My dad died from cancer. And so I started writing this book while I was going through chemotherapy.
Wow.
And no one knew I had cancer. And so I'm going through chemotherapy. I had a team of intercessors. I had 5 intercessors that we wrote down specific prayers of what we were praying for. Number one, that I did not go through all the symptoms that normally comes with chemotherapy.
Yeah.
We prayed that I would not lose my hair, not this one, because it was already gone. So this wasn't through the chemo. I was already bald. But eyebrows and all that other type of stuff. And then we prayed that God will heal me quickly.
Yeah.
So while I was going through chemo, every time I was in that hospital, I was writing. Because I understood when I saw my father pass, his spirit quit before his body quit.
Wow.
And a lot of times when you're going through something, when your spirit resolves to quit, then that's when everything else falls apart. So I did not want my spirit to quit.
So you had chemo and you writing.
I'm writing while I'm in chemo.
Wow.
I'm writing, and that kept my spirit alive. And so as I was writing, and I'm going through and I'm weak, I'm saying, it's not my time. I knew it was not my time.
Yeah.
I knew this book had to get out, and I knew I had to contribute something more to the earth before I left. So I knew death wasn't an option for me.
Yeah.
And so while I was writing it, 3 months later, God healed me totally, cancer-free.
Wow, that's major. That's major. So was you still executive pastor and all that?
I was still executive pastor. So in New Jersey, I serve as executive pastor. We have multi-site campuses. And so I was still going to church. I was still serving. If I was weak enough, I would get on conference calls and still run my team and run my staff, because most of the time when we experience something, especially as Christians and in the church, whenever you go through something, the first thing is, well, let me pull back.
Yeah.
Let me stop being as faithful to church. Let me stop doing what I'm doing. And that's the trick of the enemy.
Yeah.
The more I kept doing what I was called to do, the better I felt. It just seemed like it was speeding up my healing. And so I think, just to encourage anybody, when you go through something, don't pull away from the source where you get the strength. That's the time to plug in and get more committed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so afterwards, when I testified to my church about that God had just healed my body, people was like, we didn't even know. And well, you didn't need to know I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm called to do. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep serving. I'm gonna keep leading. I'm gonna keep helping people turn their dreams into reality until there's no more breath in my body.
That's big.
An ebook version available at Amazon Kindle, iBooks, Barnes & Nobles, and wherever books are sold.